Hello there guys, my name is Jay Gimpy Dwarf, and I'd just like to say thank you for coming to watch this video. Before the video actually starts and we see the DDF Athena, basically I'm going to be building a vanilla ship sooner or later, because I want to get it into the exploration content thing, which will be going on the Space Engineers thing. So I'm going to get something done, upload it to the workshop and see what they think of it. I'm unsure what sort of ship I want to build at the moment, maybe something with traps in, but we'll see how it goes. So sorry this video comes a bit late. I had no internet for about 3 hours today, so I haven't managed to get that much done. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello there guys, my name is Jay and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers, where I am looking at a new ship for the DDF fleet. This is a ridiculously heavy attacker but lightly armoured, so it's a lightly armoured heavy attacker, if that makes any sense. This thing has a few tricks up its sleeve. It comes with 3 cannons and something else that's very special. So it's got the 2 side cannons that can rotate full 360 around the ship to provide cover around the ship. They cannot rotate in the other axis, however, because there's not enough space on the ship. It's quite a small ship for what I first intended, but it's kind of a nice little submarine-y kind of ship. It doesn't actually have any antennas or beacons, and it's basically designed to just go on blackout raids and stuff, where it would just go in and absolutely annihilate the enemy and then get out of there as quick as possible. So we'll start off on the exterior. Now this exterior kind of is very reminiscent of the Gladius and things like that. The ships have kind of taken like a 21st century battleship sort of shape, which I am going to alter with, because this one won't actually be on the workshop as you know, as this video goes up, because I want to tweak with it some more, because it's bothering me that there's not a lot different from this to a carrier, and I didn't mean for that. So again, it's got these 2 turrets on the sides, which are these large versions of the sniper rifles, and they have a door there for entrance into these. Now these do, if I hit tab, have controls to them, so you can rotate up and down, and of course you can fire when the guns are turned on by the captain, because that is another control that is it's captain allowed, so the captain has to say, okay, your weapons are armed, you are clear to fire now. So it's a very controlled ship in that sort of sense. So we got another rear turret, which again just covers the back. It's kind of like a bit of a pebble shooter. It's very low down to the ship, and again, all these are fully conveyor accessible, so you can take, you know, it will instantly reload itself and whatnot. Again, like the previous ships, I have done it in a way that there is no connector on the outside. It may be a bit more annoying to sort of, you know, restock the ship, but it's just because of weak points and things. So again, some of the turrets we've got accessible through a door, or accessible from inside the ship. So if we come through the back door here, we have like an airlock here, which allows you to go in safely, and you're greeted by this nice little room, which is kind of like a greeting room, sort of come view room. And then if you go up to the top, you have the commanding area, which is just a very airy room where you can see everything that is going on around you. So what is the little trick that this thing has up its sleeve? Well, if you actually look at that little sticky uppy bit, you notice it's actually slightly jutting out, because what this actually allows you to do is, if I hit 2, it allows for secret rocket compartments, which are again fully conveyed, so you can just absolutely annihilate shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the weapons by going 7 and 8, so we can actually fire something. And there we go. So we actually have power over firing the rocket launchers now, and it's so cool. And if you actually want to take it in more of a first person perspective, you've got a camera on the front, so you can actually see a bit better at where you're aiming. So it's a really nice thought. If you're thinking the front area is a bit plain, that is just purely down to the fact that I wanted it to be somewhere where ships could potentially land, if, you know, like lifeboats and things could potentially land on. just in case, because I would see this ship as being the thing that, you know, would either come in and kill things and get out of there quickly, or arrive after the fight as like a show of force. Because this is just brilliant how I've got these rockets and they just fall back into the ship's hull like so, and the deck goes back to normal as well. So it's kind of like in World War 1 or 2 I believe they had ships like this where they would transform, not as elaborately, but they would actually transform in from like a cargo looking ship to a ship with freaking howitzers and stuff on the side. So it's kind of like that. It's very deceptive. I called it Athena because I figured it as the defender of the bunch, because it would just be running around shooting the shit out of things. So we come down these stairs and we come into this room. It's a bit cramped in here, so please bear in mind that things are put in a bit of an odd way, but it's kind of like a cramped crew quarters. So we've got like shelving here for your odds and ends under the stairs. You got some seating areas where you can have coffee. And then these are the actual doors that allow you to go into the side turrets. So you can like fire from here and rotate all the way around. So you can actually do like flyovers of a ship and, you know, shoot down at them. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually it sometimes doesn't allow you back in the ship the way you came, which is a bit annoying. But let's head back through this way. So I'll come back down and we'll go to the back of the ship I think first. So do you know all the lights in this, they can be turned off and on. They do have their own sections, they are grouped and whatnot, but I haven't got any light switches. This ship just does not allow for that because of the space that's taken up by important things. So again, sorry if the video cuts every now and then. It's because I am coughing because my throat is hurting so much. So we've got like some bunk beds here and some sort of, you know, quarters where they can keep all their things. That's the same there. It's also mirrored again there and there, just so we've got some room. But as you can see, it is very, very cramped in here and very tight for space because this conveyor is running around this whole place. Now, like before, we do have like the engine room. We cannot actually get to the back of where the engines are. They are actually there, but we can't get to them. That is just because of the way the conveyors fall, because there's actually a turret above this. So, you know, it's just how it falls. So I really wish we could have had that way we could repair the engines from inside, but unfortunately not. So we'll head to the front of the ship now. Now I did start running out of ideas because the crew quarters was done, eating areas, and then everything is in the front section has basically become like a command section. So here we actually have some slightly deformed blocks there, but that is just due to the pistons up above. We have some control areas here with all this shizzle whizzle. We can actually lift up the turret if we want from in here, but we go into here and it is purely storage. This is just a lot of storage for maybe like humanitarian aid and things like that, just in case, you know, this ship ends up going on into areas which could be potentially dangerous for, you know, the crew and everything else. So that is basically it. There is one more thing I want to show you, which involves the new sound block, because I've added a warning system into this. So say if you saw an enemy, you could notify the men. There you go. And there are actually lights if we come down, which will flash. There we go. To say that you know, the enemy is near. Run for your lives or whatever. So the lights do run all the way through the ship in certain areas where you would see them clearly, but it will run for 20 seconds, then you have to reset it again and set it off again. But that is just purely just so you can you know, just warn the men if they're asleep. So the way this ship actually handles isn't that bad. It is pretty damn good for manoeuvrability's sake, and it turns and whatnot. It's actually got how many gyroscopes on this? It's got 18 gyroscopes, so 18 large gyroscopes on this should give it enough movement, and it does. It's very responsive, and it's just beautiful. It only runs on 20% reactors. It actually uses 2 large reactors, so it does pretty well in that department as well. Braking is just a completely different thing altogether. So that is the Athena, guys. I'm unsure what else to show you on it, because I think that's about it, besides the back turret, which again is the same sort of thing where it turns, has the same sort of controls. So that has been the HMS Athena. Well, HMS, wow, the DDF Athena. I'm calling it Her Majesty's ship now, my god. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, then please like, favourite, and of course subscribe for more. Sorry the ship isn't going on to the workshop. It's purely because I want to tweak with it even more than it already has been tweaked with until I show you guys. It may not go up ever, but I just wanted to show it off because it's something that I've built, and it's a bit of an odd bod in terms of the ships. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and don't forget to like, favourite, and of course subscribe for more. I've already said that, but I'll say it again, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!